Is everybody pumped? Because I'm pumped. Chrono Trigger. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for the hour to flip around here, and then we'll get started. Let this opening cutscene run a little bit. How many people have really watched it? Hooray! Hey Ryan, how's it going, man? Let's flee Ozzy and Slash. Japanese big fans of like 60s and 70s classic rock. This is easily one of the prettiest Super Nintendo games too. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm using a wireless 360 controller. Should probably switch to a PS3 controller just because the D-pad on the wireless 360 controller sucks, but alright. I considered streaming the PlayStation version of this game because it has a lot of anime cutscenes that most people haven't seen. Unfortunately, the load times in it are terrible. Even if you're playing it on emulator, so. And I do the DS version, which also has the cutscenes, but again, DS hardware is super expensive. As a casual playthrough, we're going to let this whole opening run, and we'll get started. Get that Chrono Trigger hype. See some really important names in the opening credits. Go into those a little bit more as we get further into the game. It's definitely one of the better like openings for a game, right? When you don't press start on the title screen. What's up, Okega? You ready for this? Chrono Trigger. Let's do it. Opening's over. Let's go. Awesome. I've heard good things about that game. I'll go with that. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Stick with Chrono. At some point, we'll probably have enough people like signing on right when we get started to have people vote on a name. We'll just go with the defaults for now. Okay, so Earthbound was the first game I played. I had absolutely nobody watching. As a result, pretty much everybody I got was an existing Earthbound fan. Now that I have fans who are watching this stream without having played a game before, I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to spoil anything, okay? We'll treat it like you're the ones doing the blind playthrough. Yeah, okay, guy, will not spoil anything about this game for you. We'll talk about the history behind scenes. We might do a little bit of lying to you. Lucca seems to be a common name in JRPGs. Sure. Alright, so this has the classic, you know, JRPG opening of the Sleepy Hero. Slept in too late. What's up, Matt? Haha. You're gonna hear this like a broken record. I'm gonna be saying it a lot. This game is made by the Dream Team, which is Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, Akira Toriyama, the artist behind Dragon Quest and the Dragon Ball comics cartoon, Nobuo Uematsu, the composer of Final Fantasy, and then perhaps most interestingly, Yasunori Mitsuda, who is, before this game, a nobody. He was a sound effects technician who went to his boss and said, "Let me be the composer on a game or I quit." And they're like, "Okay, fine, you can compose this Chrono Trigger game." Dude worked himself to death working on this game, gave himself a stomach ulcer, and Nobuo Uematsu had to come in and help him finish the score. But most of the score of this game is Yasunori Mitsuda. Hey Shirayasha, how's it going? Oh well. Yeah, Matt, the DS game the DS version is quite good. It has some extra content. It has the cutscenes that are in the PlayStation version. And I would totally be doing it on stream right now, except, like I said, DS capture equipment costs like $400. So maybe that'll be an excuse to come and play this game again, because it's so good. Yeah, Fibbage, we're going to play it right after the stream. You stick around at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. I'm going to host it's my sister-in-law and her boyfriend. They'll host Fibbage. You'll be able to watch it on Twitch and play live. The delay is just in the right spot. Very good. So you haven't seen the battle mechanic in this game. It's pretty cool. Kind of explaining how the orientation of enemies is relevant. Oh yeah, for sure. There's I don't know, we'll say 5 to 10 stock Akira Toriyama characters that are in every game or story produced by him. And he also makes a lot of other unique characters, but you can kind of recognize the common threads. You'll definitely see Goku if you look at Chrono. So basically what we learned from that tutorial is that your attacks are dependent on what's on screen. Yeah, I hear that. Oh, let's switch some stuff up, yeah? First of all, let's understand why the hell I have this current background on my Twitch stream. Stereo, battle mode, well, let's make it wait, it's fine. So I'm probably going to be talking. Aha! It's going to look weird though with the actual Twitch background. It's fine. Put this on fast. Fast. Ain't got time to wait around. We'll just leave the battle gauge as is. This has been confusing me whenever I switch to Mother 3, which uses... So in Japan, classically on a controller, the circle button on the PlayStation controller has always been confirm, and the X button on a PlayStation controller has always been cancel. And it was like that in America too, until like the Xbox. And now, you know, the bottom button is always confirm, the right button is always cancel. They don't really localize that when they switch between them. But I'll go ahead and do it American style. What's up, Heretics? You a big fan of Chrono Trigger? Yeah, so if we again look at, like, there's Chrono. You can definitely tell Akira Toriyama there. So let's get moving. Let's play this game. We'll go fight a couple battles. Technically, there's something you can sit and spend about an hour and a half grinding for here. There's a sword you can buy at the Millennial Fair that costs 4,000 gold pieces. And you can get those 4,000 by killing these enemies for like an hour and a half, but I'm not going to do that because it would be horrifically boring to watch. But know that if I was playing this solo, I'd be doing that all day. Ain't nobody got time for that, precisely. Awesome, man. You cannot. The sprites are static. You can, to some extent, in some other Akira Toriyama games, like Dragon Quest VIII. You know, depending on the armor and weapon that you have, it's customized. But nope, that's going to be Chrono. You also check out too Puexel, who's an amazing Final Fantasy VII speedrunner. He's going to be speedrunning this around the time my stream ends most days. So most days I'll go ahead and flip the host to him. Today though we're doing Fibbage and some party games after the stream, so I invite you to come to that as well. Getting them abilities. It's cool. I really like the sprite art in this game. It's very advanced. When you think about, this is one of the last games to come out for the Super Nintendo, along with like Mario RPG, Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, no kidding. A funny joke here, like these are Hitaki mushrooms, right? I don't know how the hell mushrooms were spelled as a child. So later on in the game, you fight a shiitake mushroom, right? I didn't know what a shiitake mushroom was. I just saw that it said shitache. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do they call an enemy a shitache? This is one of the things that's frustrating about if you were playing the PlayStation remake. Like, it's cool that battles start right where you are. It doesn't cut to like a battle screen. And if you're playing the PlayStation version of the game, the disc has to spin and load every battle, and there's like a 3-second delay whenever you run into these things. Kind of takes you out of the immersion. Alright. That's the battle system. Let's go ahead and move along. Like I said, we're not going to sit in the forest and grind. We're supposed to go to Money Square. Ha! So there's all kinds of little things you can do. Millennial Fair. Remember this guy, this dude, his name is Melchior. He's named for the 3 wise men in the Bible. There's Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar. So normally, see, I would save up the money to get the load sword for 4,000, but we're not going to sit and do that for an hour and a half. Lives on the Eastern Continent, huh? Dude sells some stuff I don't really care about, but I can afford it, so let's go ahead and get it. It is, but it is not enjoyable for most folks, so I'll do an alternate, like, off-stream recording where you see me do the grinding. Alright, we're gonna try to hit this. Nope. You gotta press it when you get as far back as possible. There we go. Give me a silver point. That's not the most efficient way to get silver points, nor is this way up here. We're gonna move along, we're gonna get Marle in our party. What's up, Angel Asukara? I assume you're a big Chrono Trigger fan? Alright, so this shit's important. I'm gonna make some very specific decisions here. I bumped into this girl, right? She dropped a pendant. I'm gonna check on her first, before I go pick up the pendant. I'll explain why that's significant later. Sure. No probs. I've heard people pronounce it Marle, but I think Marle is prettier and probably correct, so. Hell yeah. Chrono, of course, continues the tradition of the silent protagonist. And you can see she's kind of got the Bulma look to her, so definitely Akira Toriyama. Nah, man. I guess you could do silver points to try to get the gold. That dude's lunch recovers your health, but I'm not going to eat his lunch. And again, I'll tell you why later. We've got some folks in chat who have never played Chrono Trigger before, so I'm going to be trying to avoid explicit spoilers. But I'll let you know if there's something you should pay attention to. So I have metal joints, beat me up, and earn 15 silver points. At least that's, I assume that like they tried to write the music to, the lyrics to go with the music. Alright. An interesting mechanic that we haven't unlocked yet is dual text and triple text. We'll talk about that when we get one. Yeah, I agree. Marle, I think, is... It sounds so much better, I just want to say it's correct. So in this game you get, in addition to experience points, tech points, which is what unlocks your abilities. Thanks, dude. I don't think Marle has any abilities yet. I guess we gotta do it in battle. We'll go stop back at home. We'll introduce Marle to Chrono's mom. Let's try to get this cat. Again, there's a reason for this. Why am I escorting a cat around? I promise you it'll make sense. You can really screw this up. I sure did. No problem, Marle. Metagaming. Soda guzzling. Press the A button as fast as you can. I'm not very good at this, but... Ah! Boo! My forte is certainly not the rapid fire button pressing. Some people might know this song from a meme on YTMND from a long, long time ago. What's up, Tits and Grits? Welcome back to Shiriyasha. Jurassic Rhythm. Yeah. I can press buttons to dance, basically. Alright. So, Chrono is not looking too great right now. Yeah, he's at 8 hit points. Let's go back home and sleep. We could cheat and eat that dude's lunch. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Marle. Definitely Team Lucca over Team Marle, but I don't know if Lucca actually cares. Definitely prefer the nerdy chicks. I married one. Alright, what else we got here? There's an inn we could check out. Mayor's Manor. Let's go to Lucca's house. I think there's anything at work you can get here, but kind of look around. Lucca's waifu. Alright, so this is important, but it won't actually be important for like, I don't know, 15 hours of gameplay. But just remember that Lucca's mom is lame. She can't walk. Hey, Marty. And technically there's this other area all the way down here. This whole area is desert. Also something to keep in mind. Oh man. I usually don't bother with this because I end up grinding for the load sword, but hey. Chrono's mom is, well, Lucca's mom is lame, but correct. your joke remains funny regardless. What's up, piano dude? Play something upbeat. $9,900G for some jerky? Man. You'll notice that Yasunori Mitsuda, the main composer for this game, is particularly a fan of bitchin' bass lines. So if you like that, you'll like the soundtrack in this game. Alright, so we know that it's 1000 AD. The elder of the town is a rich asshole who will give you 10 gold for acting like a chicken. Wait, so could I like just stand here and keep like acting like a chicken over and over? I guess it'd be 400 times to afford the load sword. Hey, check out this this chest here. Sealed with mysterious energy. Yeah? No kidding. Like, a magnetic sword costs 4,000 G. Beef jerky, 9,900 G. I agree, heretics. Fancy ass Slim Jim. Ah, very good. Yeah. You can kind of see my cats poking their heads up here on the chair next to me, begging for food. Nah, kitties. Gotta go save the world. We gotta go trigger time, apparently. Ha! I'm gonna do one more Gato fight. Check out the Specco's lab. Which is seemingly unimportant, but is actually super important. Way later in the game. Yeah, so like, even like the main battle music is primarily a bass-driven song, right? Give me my silver points. Thanks, dude. Not eating that dude's lunch. Alright. Norstein Beckler's lab. Well, we got 30, right? So I don't know if we can do 40. Yeah. This game's rad, man. It's delightful. It's a real treat. All right. I'm Vix. So they mistranslated that in this game. It should be Biggs. You'll notice a lot of Final Fantasy games use Biggs and Wedge, who are two of the pilots from Star Wars: A New Hope. Biggs dies in A New Hope, but Wedge survives all 3 movies. Piet is not relevant. Well, I followed Piet, so we're gonna guess. Nope. There are 2 other tiers of little mini games you can do. One of the mini games is crazy important. We'll come back to that when it becomes important. Sure. Thanks, man. Technically, Will. King is distressed over his tomboy of a daughter. Yeah, actually, I made those, and some of the folks on stream, this doesn't sound like a broken record, but we're totally going to do a live stream of teaching how to make perler beads. Because it's a fun activity, it's inexpensive, it's cool arts and crafts. Everybody should do it. Okay, you sell stuff I don't care about. Cool. Also, what's up, technically, Will, and also more grips. Hold your horses. Okay. So once again, I'm doing something intentionally here. The game seems like it's frozen, and I could press the directional button to have Chrono move, but I'm going to just wait patiently, and I'll tell you why I'm waiting way later. Beyond just the fact that Marle comments on it. The latest gossip is that the king's tomboy daughter is missing. Cool, man. Woo! Chrono Trigger hype. Yo! So Lucca has invented a teleporter. I like this level of technology in 1000 AD in this game. It's like... it's futuristic but still medieval. I don't know, it's cool. Hell yeah! Now, Chrono Trigger was one of the first games, if not the first game, to have a New Game Plus after you beat it. What is it, Chiriyasha? Careful, try to keep it spoiler free if you can. Let's do it again. In New Game Plus mode, there's a portal here that takes you to the final boss, so you could technically go beat the final boss basically solo. And we're actually going to do that. After we beat it, we're going to immediately do a New Game Plus, fight the final boss again to get the developer ending, which is pretty funny. I can hear that, Chiriyasha. This is for the Super Nintendo. It has also been re-released for the PlayStation 1 and the DS. Yeah, I get the sense that Lucca's married to her work, though. She's a strong, beautiful nerd woman. She don't need no man. Alright, remember that pendant that we knocked off of Marle a little bit earlier? Oh man! Oh shit! Alright, that's their... we need to use one of the animations we already developed. Just have them hammer the shit out of their teleporter. No! It's cool, Lucca. Where is she? She's so familiar. I know I've seen her somewhere. So let's deal with her pendant. Ooh. This is a very clean, self-contained game. There's no crazy, like, Square-Enix guidance shit. The story is very reasonable, straightforward. Although, no, this game is made by Squaresoft, but technically it's a collaboration between Square and Enix before they merged together. Part of the whole Dream Team thing. You go for it, man. Everybody playing Chrono Trigger. Racing. I'm on it. We're in an Earthbound battle sequence. man. Imps. Sweet. Cool thing you can do, you can switch the orientation of the battle menu so you can see the top or the bottom. Chrono hype! Awesome heretics. I'll probably do Chrono Cross on here too, you know, I mean it's not... So Chrono Cross is to Chrono Trigger as like Paper Mario is to Super Mario RPG. It doesn't live up to the original hype. It's a great game as if you don't consider it a Chrono Trigger game. We went to go see Hironobu Sakaguchi at this last PAX, and they asked him about Chrono Trigger 2, and he said that it was on the table. They were going to make it, but the developers wouldn't have it. The higher ups. Yeah, I gotta do Breath of Fire on here too. I've beaten 2, I've gotten to the end of 3, and I've never played 1. Oh, Paper Mario is still great. I've nothing against Paper Mario. Just very different feel. Don't think of it like this is Super Mario RPG 2, because it's totally not. Thousand Year Door is solid too. Shut your pie hole. Alright, so we're back in time. It's like 600 AD. Yeah, so Chrono Cross is what's another game that's similar? If you Google a picture of this guy Toma, the art that Akira Toriyama drew from, he kind of looks like Hercule. Yeah, Chrono Cross, it's made by different people. Like Yasunori Mitsuda's still on the, he still did the soundtrack, but other than that, it's almost an entirely different team. It's only tangentially related to Chrono Trigger. Like, there's some stuff that happens at the very end of Chrono Cross that links back to Chrono Trigger. Alright, so we're learning some important stuff. We've come back in time to 600 AD. There's this dude Magus who's, like, threatening the kingdom. And the queen apparently went missing, but she was recently found in the mountains. Hey, Technically Will, thank you for following. Angel Asakara, I can hear that. Yeah. You know, that's a strong argument. You know, everybody always wants a sequel to everything, right? And at the end of the day, we want people to innovate. I'm glad, for example, that they made Chrono Trigger and didn't just make another Final Fantasy. Am I gonna die in the woods here? Stop in real quick. What's up, IMBX 666? Yeah. Yeah, I might have to do, if I do Chrono Cross, I'll probably do it in as a blind playthrough, to be honest. It's been so long since I played Chrono Cross, it'll basically be blind. I remember some of the key notes, but I think I played it when it came out and that was it. Oh yeah? Interesting. Sakaguchi commented on that at his panel. He said he'd like to see a FF7 remake, but he'd be more interested in an FF7 demake with like Super Nintendo graphics. Hell yeah. I don't know, I feel like the Super Nintendo's graphics are, they're timeless. Yeah, for sure. Sure, Yasha. Nice. Alright, so we've talked about this before. The question is, how does everybody use their tabs and items? Mine is I almost always use it on the main character. My wife will use it on the character that's like weak in that area, so you know, if there's something that gives you better magic, she'll use it on the character with the shittiest magic. Yeah, Super Nintendo graphics just, I don't know, they look clean. I like that they kind of required you to use your imagination a little bit. You're seeing what's clearly a representation, you know, you kind of have to think what things might actually look like. Asukara, you maximize your party. Yeah, that's kind of what, the opposite of what my wife will do. So rather than give, you know, the magic item to your best magic user, she gives it to the worst one to make everybody, like, average. Queen Lean. Yeah, I think we're almost certainly gonna use Frog. I'm gonna use the party that I love to use. So what's the Queen doing helping us out, and why does she look exactly like Marle? What you giggling about, girl? I like Frog plus Robo. They have a dual tech that's sort of like a Mega Elixir. Nice. Sure, I'll take a free sleep. I don't know, man. She looks exactly like Marle. She giggled at us. People like Chrono Trigger. Game is sweet. It's okay, dude. I guess anybody could giggle. But again, why is the Queen helping us out? What's this ice cream stuff that Queen Lean wants so badly? Balls. Okay, good. What's up, dude? I don't think I got the ice cream joke when I was a kid. I was like, what? Anytime I see a pun translated into one of these Japanese games, you have to appreciate it, you know, because that wasn't the pun in Japanese, it was some other joke. So you gotta give props to Tim Woolsey, the translator. This game's pretty well translated, all things said. 6, not so much. Final Fantasy 6. Chancellor being suspicious, man. I feel like when you're like applying to become a chancellor, you have to list like dubiousness and deceitfulness on your resume. Alright, creepy dude standing there staring at a wall. What the hell? Uh-huh. I should just change... Let me just do this real quick. If it'll let me. No, it won't. In Mother 3, which is the second game we're playing right now, we'll be starting that in about an hour and 20 minutes. The start button is the menu button, so I keep pressing start to pull up the menu. Let's pause. Damn, man. Pretty cold. I love the cold. I miss it, though. Like, you can always add more layers to get warm. You can only take off so many before you get arrested. Give me those tonics. I think those are still tonics in the DS re-release. A lot of times they try to go back and like be more consistent, like say potion, high potion, and so on. She looks even younger now than on her wedding day. Hey, girl. Yeah, I was in Columbus, Ohio before, I recall. Okay. Yeah, right, it's like 70 out in California now. It's also $2,000 a month rent out, so stay in Indiana. It's Marle, but everyone calls me Lean. So relieved you're here. Of course, naturally, right? Marle, you're too trusting. No probs. Oh shit. Oh man, she's getting Marty McFly'd. How it happened. So we know that Queen Lean went missing in the mountains, and they found her, right? But they didn't find Queen Lean, they found Marle, and they thought she was Queen Lean. No, of course not. Well, yes. Take the gloom, man. Don't need a giant fireball burning down on me every day. Seattle's like my dream land. I've been there a couple times for PAX. It'd be a great place to live. What's up, Lucca? I did, but she disappeared. She Marty McFly'd on us. I knew I recognized her. Oh shit! Marley's a member of the royal family. Princess Nadia. Which of course leads me, every RPG, if you know a character has an alternate identity, one playthrough you have to name them that, right? So like, name Marley Nadia, name Red 13 Nanaki. Funny dialogue later. Nadia, that is Princess Nadia, is a descendant of Queen Lean. This is a fun little cutscene here. Someone was supposed to have saved Marle. I'm sorry, Queen Lean. Somebody kidnaps her, right? Marle looks so much like Lean, they called off their search when she appeared here. But if the real Queen is killed, then Marle gets Marty McFly'd. Cool. It's a we gotta go save Lean. Like Chrono's holy shit face. Let's do it. There's Lucca. Looking good. Keep with the sight scope. It lets us see how many hit points enemies have. You do. She joins you briefly. Ultimate waifu. I've used a lot of maps from Chrono Trigger in my D&D game. It's just really well-designed maps and areas. They're designed to be kind of wide open, so you can have these battles in them too. A lot of other top-down games are a little bit tighter corridors. Boom. Oh, you're at the place I'm at in the present. Okay, good. You didn't do the sequence where you go back in time yet. I'm in 600 AD. Check it out. See, 600 AD. If you were to stop on the world map, it would say 1000 AD. Stick around for the organ recital. It's a real killer. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves. Truly peaceful world. My, what delicious, delightful looking humans. Oh, you have like a later save or something? I don't know. Oh man. Nagas. Naga, not gonna work here anymore. This is Ben. He's being a bastard and begging for food. His brother's right next to him, actually. It's hard to see him. Alright, get 3 of them in one hit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Black magic. Marle doesn't do a... I'm sorry, Lucca doesn't do a ranged attack. She's really close to the enemy. I don't know if it actually affects her damage, but... It's a critical hit. Yeah, I'm a dog person too. My wife's the cat person. Dual tech. So the way that works is Lucca has an ability, Chrono has an ability, they combine and you use a dual cat ability. Oh no! The best thing about cats is that they take care of themselves. Lower thine guard and thou art allowing the enemy in. Frog's theme. He's back here. Let's see him. My dude Frog down there. I can fix this, maybe. There we go. That's the plan. Hell yeah. Lucca, chill out. Frog's my dude. Frog is fine. Yeah, Frog's sword is sweet. Yeah. I heard that in the DS remake they changed Frog so he doesn't speak in like medieval English. Yeah, I think Frog is the best theme song too. Diablos. Cool. I have it on DS. I just don't have the $400 capture kit. Right? Yeah, Shakespeare in English, that's right. Maybe it was too confusing to young kids. This is one of the games I use as an example of like why it's good to have kids play video games. Learn vocabulary words. It's not like a book where you can just keep turning the pages and not actually understand it. Like you actually have to go look up and get what it means in order to progress with the plot in some cases. Naga Head Bromide. Nah, dudes. We're gonna do a dual tech here. I really like that system. I like to see more games do that. Don't think Frog can heal outside of combat, can he? Oh, I guess he can. Disregard. Cool. Did I actually get the Naga Head Bromide? Let me make sure. Yeah, Frog's theme is an excellent ringtone. Oh. Actual guards. Power tab. Room dedicated to Magus. I'm gonna keep up with my system, given all the main character. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Well, Guile's theme works with everything, right? So if you got the load sword, if you sat and grinded and killed mushrooms for an hour and a half, the load sword's technically better than that steel saber. But we didn't do that. Honestly, it's kind of liberating to not do that. Right? Yeah, steel saber's a pretty big upgrade. Critical hit from Lucca there. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, that's true. Do I ever actually hear my phone ring? No. Zelda's guards are prime examples of terrible guardians. I would hear that. They accept bribes. Give me a mask, because my kid wants it. Uh-huh. Sure. So as a kid, this area confused me. I didn't get that these are like monsters in human disguise. I think it's because it's not required to fight them. Like if you only talk to a couple of them, they don't turn into monsters. Or I might just have been a really stupid kid. That's also possible. Right? I want to be Pikachu! Oh yeah, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is out, isn't it? Once I can expand the stream, I'll do... I've got a capture card for Wii U, but I need to have some more time in the day. It'll be mid-March, we'll start doing games like that. are worshipping Magus. Is it good, Link? Let's see, speed belt. We want someone to go first. Who do we want it to be? I think we actually want to slow down the combat in this game. And the reason for that... I really want the defender, do we? No. The reason for that is that we're going to get so much speed over time that if the combat's too fast, we won't be able to notice the difference. So we'll just check it at 4 for a second. Oh, right on. Yeah, I'll do that. I got Toad's Treasure Tracker. Played just a couple levels and I'll have to do that on here eventually. Oh. I might do, so one of the games I want to do on here is Secret of Mana and Seiken Densetsu 3, which are technically 3-player games. You can play them over NetPlay. I don't know if NetPlay has improved much for SNES 9X, but it would be cool to play NetPlay with people on stream, you know, just rotate whoever's playing player 2 and 3. Seiken Densetsu 3 is Secret of Mana 2, it's never released in the US. That is like basically the last game released for the Super Nintendo, so it has gorgeous sprite graphics. You can hear that. That's 10 points. X strike. It's Magus. Okay. Well, yeah, if there's a way to, if they would make a official way to play the Mana games online, like if I could get on my Wii U and play Secret of Mana with people, I would do it all day. I only ever, so I've tried to do 3-player Seiken Densetsu 3 like 5 times, and I always get maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours into the game, and then it dies out and we don't keep playing. Like the regular Wii? I didn't know that. Like shovelware games? The Wii U is certainly much better in terms of shovelware. Probably should have done a spin attack there, those dudes are all bunched up. That'd be pretty cool, man. That would be awesome. I think it's like significantly difficult, right? Because games that have online multiplayer are designed with online multiplayer in mind. So retrofitting a game that was never designed for net play is notoriously difficult. They would probably have to do a lot of things from the ground up. I think like any question that starts with like, why don't they just, is probably oversimplifying it. So like, you know, why don't they just make games online multiplayer on the Virtual Console? Like, yeah, for sure, do that all day. I would play those games for hours and hours and hours, but it would be really expensive and very difficult to actually pull off. I'll pay for it though. Nintendo, put up a Kickstarter to add online multiplayer to like Secret of Mana. I will dump money in your direction. Alright. Gotta wait on Lucca is the slowpoke. Probably should have had Frog attack one of the Diabloses. Yeah, no, I hear you. Try NetPlay on an emulator, or watch. I'll do it eventually. I'll do like Turtles in Time or something on an emulator, and it works. But like the public expects that if you're playing on an emulator, that it's going to be a little bit buggy and glitchy and laggy, right? But that if a company is putting it out officially, that it's going to be a little bit better. And that's part of the problem, is that if Nintendo were to formally release it, probably the best they could do is what the emulators have done. Which will be buggy and laggy and glitchy and will upset people. Think about how did I get past the spikes? I got past the spikes. Hey Rom Burns, how's it going? I hit these switches. There's these little skull switches on both sides of the room. Right? Played the piano twice. Elite speedrun here. We got our sub 3-minute minecart in Mario RPG. We're gonna try to play the piano as many times as possible in this run. How's it going? Oh, I should have used shelter. Too late now. Fortunately, that's very cheap. There's chests! Oh yeah. Oh no, the Chancellor's corrupt. Who would have guessed? Come on, if any mortal coils. Gross! He's a gross thing. Be okay, even though we forgot to use a shelter. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, boss music in this game is bitchin'. I forgot. It's been a while. Counter whenever you use text, maybe? No, just a counter that he does in general when you attack him. I don't remember if ethers are particularly rare in this game. Maybe we'll use one on Chrono. Doing alright right now, though. Just remember this hitting pretty hard, yeah? Yeah. We have 4 of them. Abandon the notion that you must save every single consumable item for the final boss fight. It is not. Decidedly single player. It's not even like fake multiplayer too, because technically you can do Super Mario, or I'm sorry, Final Fantasy VI is multiplayer. Like the second controller can control the characters too, but it's not real multiplayer. I see. So there is a trick with this fight. He can't counterattack people who are close to him, so the other people can wait to take their turns. But that's okay, we're just gonna kick his ass. That's the old ghetto multiplayer ways. I did that when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure the first time I played Chrono Trigger, it was with one of my friends. We'd sit and take turns with the controller. Right. Extra. Alright. I like the flashing when a boss dies. I did that in Final Fantasy VI as well. It's very satisfying. Get the chests! Oh my god. Oh my god. There's chests. Let me get the things. No, let's not return to the castle. Get the things. There we go. Mid-ether. The real Chancellor. I am undamaged. Heh. Oh man. Criminal justice. Alright, I have to go to the restroom, and this is a very good song to leave running when I go to the restroom, so I'll be back in, I don't know, a minute or so. Maybe. It's cool, Frog. He's got a limited amount of JRPG angstiness. Chrono Fist Pump. Oh, they all have a different success animation. I like one of the advances in this game is that NPCs that don't matter, their text doesn't freeze up the game. Right, so I can like talk to these people and move around while they're talking. Cool, Frog. Fuck you too, buddy. Froggy wasn't a bad guy at all. Froggy was amazing. Ha. Right? V for victory. Alright. Oh man, Chicken and Marty McFly back to reality. Marle McFly. Man, yeah, basically, let's go. Nadia. Oh shit. Y'all know. It's cool, man. You can't go around saying you're princess. King Guardia the 33rd. Wrong. Look how happy she is. Marley McFly. What's up, Who Dis? Who Dis? Marley McFly. Later, she's gonna play a Chuck Berry song. There actually is a Chuck Berry song in this game, believe it or not. Yeah, the music box Marley music's pretty sad. It's good though. Keep on banging. It is! Very much so, yes. I do not deign to be a red, spiky-haired Akira Toriyama character, but I like the menu system in Chrono Trigger and need to put something next to my name, so why not? These enemies are no big deal. I did this I changed my stream UI not this last weekend, but the weekend before it, I think. I'd like to do a beat sprite before every game. Like I said, I'm gonna need more time. Alright, Aura Whirl. Aura is a heal. Aura plus Whirl is Aura Whirl, which heals everybody. Right? He's not doing spiky hair right. Get more hairspray like Cloud. It's kind of a dick thing to do, right? I like his design. Oh yeah. Glenn's hair, without spoiling. Like a mop top. Yeah, I really appreciate that too. That's what makes the PlayStation remake so disappointing. That it has the big long disc load times whenever a battle starts. Just call me Marley. Sweet key. Oh yeah, she is. You hear that, Chrono? Kiki. Oh no. This game has pretty reasonable time travel logic. It's not like Bill and Ted, which is probably like the most realistic time travel logic. There is a really cool component in this game where, like, if there's a chest in a house that's back in time, and you go forward in time, which I notice now my webcam's reversed, if you go forward in time, as long as you open the chest in the present, you can still go back and open it again in the past, but if you open it in the past, it's too late. We did. There, Lucca. I'm gonna do the Mario and Luigi games eventually. They're quite good. All right, so let's review, shall we? Because I think we might be able to get to this part. We came here, we chose not to eat this old dude's lunch. We brought a little kitty across the way over here to her owner, this little girl. So that kitty is up there. When Marle wanted some sweets, we stood still, we were patient. When she dropped her pendant, we went and we checked on her first instead of picking up her pendant first. All that shit's going to be important soon. I'm guessing we still don't have enough money to get the lodesword, do we? Oh no, we have exactly enough money. But I really don't care that much. We're probably going to need the money for more things soon. We just saw this extra crap. Oh, that's an upgrade for Marle. She can use it. Will do, dude. No. Also, I'm not going to talk Melchior into selling Marle's pendant. Man, they freak me out like, oh man, I start with a ribbon? Oh, it's not like a Final Fantasy ribbon. Just... Alright, let's get our free stay for the night. So technically, you can win cats in that mini game at the fair. And every time you win a cat, you can bring it home and give it to your mom. You can just get tons and tons of cats. There's an ending that features your mom chasing however many cats you have. So if you have like 20 cats, she'll be chasing all of them. Basic bitches. Oh, yeah. So in Final Fantasy, ribbon means it prevents all status effects. It's usually like the ultimate accessory. So I like how most people would interpret this as like excessively nerdy. Two-legged walking humanoid robots are virtually impossible to create. You're like, oh, whoa, Sheldon Cooper. Stop speaking your crazy, fancy nerd talk. I don't speak that. It's a totally reasonable thing to say. It's cool. We're on Team Lucca. Lucca's a strong, beautiful nerd woman. She don't need no man. She don't need no Chrono. She's married to her work. Alright. New guards. Hey, another Chancellor. Great. No, I'm good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, chill. Calm your beard. No, that's the opposite of what you should be doing. Song's cool. Chancellor is the prosecutor. Pierre is my lawyer. This whole thing seems very silly. I guess I could be arguing for Stockholm Syndrome. Will do. Yeah, for sure. DS version's very good. Premeditated abduction of royalty. Or premeditated, excuse me. Let's say I did. Objection! Alright, so this is a character witness. This is the only positive witness I think you can get. Everything else you can do is just a fuck up that makes you look more guilty. This nice man brought me my kitty. Hell yeah, I deserve a medal. Franklin badge. Alright, so you'll notice that he went back and then they didn't call any witnesses against me. The ways you can screw this up, you can run away while Marle is trying to get her candy, and he gives you shit for that. You can go check on the pendant before you check on her, and he gives you shit for that, saying you care more about the pendant than her. You can eat the old dude's lunch, and he comes and snitches on you for eating his lunch. I think those are the only three I can think of that you get busted for. That's correct, Link. Chrono, Marle, Magus, and Frog. What's up, Ecos? But it's very easily for someone who's new to Chrono Trigger to screw all of those things up. So you eat the guy's lunch because you're like, hey, free lunch, right? You run when Marle is picking out the candy because it seems like the game is frozen. And you check on the pendant first because, hey, sweet pendant. Right? Hell yeah, 100% not guilty. But we're gonna railroad you anyway. Yeah, so if you're just playing it like a regular person, and you do all of those things, you'll get guilty all the time. Three-day solitary confinement. No, it doesn't. A jury of Chrono's old-ass peers. Yeah. Old dude of justice in the stained glass window. Justice. Look how sad Chrono looks. What? Man. Friggin' chancellors. That's me. Sweet, Angel. Execution? Cards are fat as hell compared to everybody else. This map is in my next D&D adventure. Well, I will not be streaming, but I'll probably record it. I might load it after I record it. Some sympathizers thought this stuff for you lousy felon. And maybe because I'm not guilty. Dude, I heard dut 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 dut. That was like 6 things and I got 1 ether. Just Chrono things. It's easy guards to mess with. At least they let me keep all my gear. Bonk. Maybe I actually did get 6. Because I got all of the jury behind me, and maybe it just said 1 ether. No, maybe I think you're right. I have 10 ethers now, so the display must have been an error. Can I just like bring that cup with me that heals me dynamically? Boo! There's a chest in there. Get the chest. Okay, there's the way to get it later. Yeah, right? If there's one thing you know in an RPG, if you go into prison, how long is it till you break out? Let's fight these dudes first. Seeing the design space of this game where enemies have 2 states, shield in front or shield behind. Great. I'd like to see a game where you go into prison, you're actually in there for a really long time. Like a toilet, basically. I thought so. Decadent. I guess that's decedent, right? One who died. Who's done decedent? Deceased. Crossing the big bridge, girl. This can't be the right way if there's a little cutscene, right? Let's backtrack. I think that this might be the way forward. Yeah, no guards. Can I like sneak up on him even though it's totally obvious? Chests. Hella mid tonics and ethers. I'll never use, but that's okay. Yeah, there's somebody who was playing Breath of Fire and can't start Chrono Trigger yet because of it. It's me. Omnicron. I don't know if that's really what they intended to name this guy. Omnicron means like it's every old woman ever. I've played Dragon Quest 8 and Dragon Quest 1, and that's it. I really enjoyed 8. My wife's playing through 8 right now. It might have been Heretics who's playing Breath of Fire. He just dropped that into the back. The second Breath of Fire game is pretty dark. I beat that one, but I never played 1. I got like almost to the end of 3. Nice. 6 is that Super Nintendo? I think 5 is Super Nintendo, right? What system is? that one for? Eat it. Oh yeah, he passed out. My D&D adventure tomorrow morning there's a section of it that's primarily in this map right here. Big boss fight. Don't think any of my players are on stream right now, but it's going to be around the corner up there. Oh, so someone's in a fan translation? Oh, I'm going to have to do that. Sweet. Hey, kid. Will do. Dragon Quest is a very traditional JRPG. It's very well made, though. I think if you want to play a less traditional but very good recent JRPG, you should play Bravely Default. I intend to live stream D&D eventually, but there's a lot of logistical issues with that. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'd like to have a bigger following. There's a lot of effort that goes into like creating a campaign. So live streaming it when I'm still kind of starting out, I'd rather wait until I know I've got a bunch of people that are going to be on. But I will record it, and I'll probably post it to YouTube if anyone wants to go and check it out. I'm also going to have to find out a way, so like my campaign's been going on for a year and a half now, so there's all this backstory that I'd like to record and put on stream. I might do that by like doing a side story where, you know, have some people from chat play the game, but play as other characters. Bravely Default is an excellent game. Holy shit. Like, I was worried that Square-Enix was dead. They lost Hironobu Sakaguchi. They couldn't make a good game that wasn't Kingdom Hearts again, but Bravely Default proved me wrong. It innovates on JRPGs for the first time in a long time. Yeah, man, when we do D&D, I'm excited. My campaign universe, without going into too much detail, is predicated on the idea that your character class is not something that's part of you as a person. It's like a thing that you have on your arm, like an augment. So like, you know, you're just some random guy who has a level 5 paladin augment. And if you die and you drop it, somebody else can pick it up and they get all of your character abilities. So that would be very well suited to having guest players in my campaign. Because you could play as the paladin, but you'd be your own character. You could be the back alley thief who picked up the paladin augment and is an augment for this adventure and this adventure alone. Oh, D&D is pretty awesome. Like I said, I'll put this weekend's adventure up. I'll link to it on my Twitch. Check it out, see what it's like. It's basically like play this RPG, but you get to do whatever you want, and you don't really need to know the rules. You just kind of tell the game master, the DM, you know, what you want to do, and they'll tell you whether you can do it or not. Oh yeah, man, Monk's a class. Got a Monk NPC right now that could use a player at some point. Getting those chests we were worried about getting. Getting that load sword. Glad we didn't spend 4,000 G on it for no reason. You gotta have a thief, man. You need to have your skill monkey. I haven't actually played very much D&D. By played, I mean like be a player. I'm always the dungeon master or game master, so most of my experience with the game is designing levels as opposed to playing it myself. Oh yeah, man. I'll let you know. So right now it's probably just going to be recording offline with my standing group. Like it takes me about a month of... It's almost like a full-time job preparing for an adventure. There's a lot of stuff you got to put into it, but... Yeah, I'll probably do some test adventures in the Adventure Time universe. So everybody would be welcome to play those. Adventure Time's awesome. funny. Easy to write for because it doesn't really matter. That'd be a good introduction to D&D for a lot of people, though, I think. Fire Emblem Awakening? I think I've got that in my DS right now. Oh no, I have a digital copy of it. It's an excellent game. Actually, I just finished a Lunatic Plus playthrough of Lunatic Plus No Deaths playthrough of Fire Emblem Awakening, and that is the kind of thing that I love to do, but I will never, ever, ever in a billion years do on stream because, oh my god, it was horrible. Like, I pretty much just, like, throughout the day, I would just, like, have it in my right hand while I was doing other things. Because you basically, you have to rely on a little bit of RNG going your way in Lunatic Plus mode, so you end up soft resetting over and over and over because it's so brutally hard. I like the Fire Emblem games, though, they're cool. Do Tactics on here eventually. Probably the PSP remake of Tactics that doesn't have the very bad translation. Final Fantasy Tactics, the original release for the PlayStation 1, is notorious for having one of the worst translations in a serious RPG. They're pretty good. They don't have the best difficulty curve, like, they tend to start out super hard and then get really, really easy later on. I find that that's pretty common for games in that genre, but... Probably gonna have to heal Chrono here soon. Yeah. One of the classic, like, examples I like to share of a bad translation in Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation. Chrono's totally dead, isn't he? He's almost dead. Can you get a heal off? Hooray! Close call. The classic mistranslation in Final Fantasy Tactics is enemies use an ability called, like, dragons have fire breath, right? Or like thunder breath. And the Japanese romanize that. You know, they don't have a th in Japanese. They make it an s sound. So instead of breath, they say buresu, fire buresu, and that was translated as fire bracelet instead of fire breath by the Westerners. We've got a D&D game tomorrow that I'm going to record, and I'll probably post it over the weekend. I haven't told my players that I'm recording it yet because I don't want them to, like, freak out. So I'm going to record it and then get their permission to post it onto YouTube. But I'm sure everything will be cool with that. Welcome be to Jelly-Filled Donut. I got the wheel, so I don't think I can run over both of us anymore. It was a pretty nasty attack. I'm going to take out the head next if possible because it heals. Hopefully that doesn't kill Chrono. It killed Chrono. The fight's a little tough if you haven't done any grinding. Phoenix down. Part of the problem is we've been relying on Fire Cyclone, which the head is immune to, so... Yeah, right? It's Buresu, so breath. But they read Buresu and said, oh, that must mean bracelet. Okay. Use some of these mid-tonics we just got. That should help. It's overkill, but hey. Okay, you're like, why the hell is the enemy using this ability called Fire Bracelet? That makes no sense. Eat it, Dragon Tank. This is a pretty iconic boss for a lot of people. Like, you think of a boss fight in Chrono Trigger, this is what they go to in their head. You gotta take out that head so it stops healing. Critical hit there. Pretty strong one too. There we go. Should be easy mode from here. yeah. I got you, Link. There's Final Fantasy VII is attack while its tail's up, which is like the opposite of what you're actually supposed to do. What's up, Matt McGrath? Usually my oh, I see someone who joined chat who is not already a follower. Question is, are you a fan of Chrono Trigger? But that seems like an offensive question, so we'll just assume the answer is yes. If not, you're about to be. Hell no, man! You fixing that? I love the freaked out Chancellor face. It's like Mother 3, which starts in 18 minutes, by the way. Just swapping over to Mother 3. Next time I'm at a save point that immediately precedes a boss, don't let me forget to use a shelter. Know myself. These guys don't actually fight. What's up, Nadia? Get rid of them clothes. Calm yo beard. I think the King Guardia is all sad because his wife died. It's a common thread in Akira Toriyama stories. Alright. Let's roll. Let's stroll. Yeah. Seems correct. Oh man. Gate. Chrono pensively thinking about what it is. All the more reason to do it. I really like the arc this game takes too. It's just like, okay, time travel. Okay, we're gonna freeze on the Chancellor's face for a second here. Dude is shocked, to say the least. Oh man. This looks pretty futuristic. Notice that the crest on the door is the same as the crest on those chests we couldn't open before. And it plays the same sound. Man, the future kind of sucks. I look like the wind chime sound here. Oh yeah, auto gun. Let's get 3 iron suits, 3 iron helms. You really care about frugality in the post-apocalyptic wasteland? I mean, good for you, man. You got more important stuff to worry about, though. I suppose that's true. You don't even have money anymore. Looking for food, you lose. It's an Enertron, you get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it still leaves you hungry. So keep that in mind whenever I make that joke in Earthbound or Mother 3 when we use one of the Enertrons. They're like, hooray! But you're still hungry. He'll eat a full. From a story perspective, it can't satiate you. Like says, feature doesn't suck. It's just a sandstorm. The skyscrapers weren't really feeling up to standing up today. This song is pretty sweet. Bumpin' bassline. Lame sauce. The meat eater. Oh yeah, ethers just dropping from random enemies. Oh, a tonic. Berserker. Is that like a... Okay. Well, if we're gonna give that to somebody, who sucks the most at things that aren't? We'll let Chrono try it out. Why not? Puts him in Berserk status, which is a common Final Fantasy feature. We've kind of just been having him do that anyway. Yeah, so he does a significantly more damage. You can always take it off him later. Because they steal stuff in real life. I don't know if you've seen people's like fancy rat pets. It's a thing that rats do. Like you'll have company over and they'll pick your company's pockets. They're sneaky. Hypno wave. Another load sword, really. Man, now I'm really glad I didn't buy it. Just think, if I had been farming for the load sword, we just would have finished doing that maybe about 10 minutes ago. Load bow, hell yeah. Yeah, right? You'll like go in your rat's cage and you'll see like little $5 bills and like gum wrappers and stuff. Nice. Me too. Yeah, man. Rat can make it rain. Ooh. Oh, these are the ones that you kind of want to use. Magic attacks on. You always got to have the enemy that establishes to you that magic is not a waste of time. Right? Fancy rats are kind of expensive, I think. It's they're the more... Well, I don't know. I'm talking my ass. I've never owned a fancy rat. Wouldn't be surprised if they cost a little bit more than $5. Nice. Try to get them to line up. Since Chrono is in this Berserk mode, I wonder if I can still do combo attacks with him. We'll give it a try. Doesn't look like it. No, he just swings away. Don't know if we're going to be able to get up. Up, there's our line. I like it. Cool, man. Mother 3 starts in about 8 minutes. You may have noticed in the schedule down at the bottom that I'm going to be changing it up starting on Monday. We're going to stagger the schedule. So the way we used to do it is we would do Game A from 2 to 4 and then Game B from 4 to 6 every day. We're going to switch that up where we'll alternate. So what that means is that on Monday, the first 2 hours will be Mother 3 and the second 2 hours will be Chrono Trigger. Tuesday it'll be Chrono Trigger and then Mother 3 and so on. When we get our third and fourth 2 hour block, we'll rotate it the same way. I figure that that's probably worth doing in the long run simply because I already post the VODs anyway, so if you can't be online for the game you want to see, just check out the VOD. It'll be ready and available right away on Twitch and within a couple hours after I'm done streaming on YouTube. Cool, Okega. Hey, you beat me to having 2 load swords. Something be said for the theory of Twitch there. Ouch. Huzzah! Yeah, I'm not going to get too much further in 6 minutes. Alright, so there's an optional thing we can do here, so we can go ahead and do it. And that's to go into the sewers. Although let's heal up first. So grim. Came from the laboratories to the west. Oh yeah, we can beat up the freaking mutants. Descendant of the director of this info center. Cool, we'll get food for you, man. Stay off of Death Peak. Right? Dangerous to go alone. My good friends Pat and Mandy purchased me me and my wife It's Dangerous to Go Alone like key holder. Or keys on. Hey, go say that to your grandpa. Old man, give me a sword. What? You're useless. And you call yourself an old man. Pshaw. Fie, I say on you, Grandpa. Fie and harumph. A pox on you and your family for your altogether lack of provided weapons. Okay, we're just gonna run around in here a little bit. We're coming close on time for Mother 3. Open a couple chests though. Yeah, it's like, you know, being ready with the Werther's originals to pass out to the younglings. Exactly. Even if you just got it. Go to like a Renaissance festival. Like the Renaissance Fest, people have totally gotten on the nerd bandwagon. You can buy like a Master Sword or like a Keyblade. I learned to play this song on bass, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, and then you have a grandpa boss fight. I mean, who doesn't have a grandpa who casts fell magics upon him in order to test his strength? Chrono gets over being berserk after the battle. He's like, okay, I got really pissed when we saw those fish guys, but now that they're dead, I'm cool again. Can I help you, Ben? Alright guys, so we're going to use the Enter Charm, we're going to save, we're going to put it on to Mother 3, and we're going to go AFK for a minute or two to feed the cats so that they chill out. Then we'll start up Mother 3. Still hungry. Alright, 1 sec, the stream's gonna cut out for a moment as I update the game, but I'll be back in 2 seconds afterward.